for the Virgo November tarot reading. If you're new, welcome. It's an exciting journey that we're on, and I'm eager to have you here. For everyone who's returning, welcome back. My gosh, have we been on a journey, haven't we? Truly, in a real way, and also euphemistically, Spirit saying in the background. There's a lot of messaging that continues to come through from the passage tombs. And if you'd like to, if you're new, Spirit's saying, go back and look at last month, and maybe, if as far back as you have patience to view, because there's a lot of information. And these videos are channeled information. The story that's coming out is particularly about 2017 and the shift and changes that are happening. And so, my job is just to channel the information using the cards as illustration. The readings that have come out have built upon each other to describe and illustrate, and Spirit saying, give light to the journey that we've been on as individuals coming through 2017 with all the eclipses and all the portals and all the things that have happened, including the cycles of the moon. I'm getting that a lot today. So, I keep forgetting, I'm using the beautiful Celtic Wisdom Tarot deck developed by Caitlin Matthews. And if you would like a personal reading or a consultation of any kind, I'm open to lots of ideas. And again, coming into 2018, there will be more that I will be available for. So if you would like a reading, scroll below the video, look for the little phrase, show more, click on that. It's a tab. A huge box of information opens up. Everything you need to know is there. To all the folks who have donated to this channel to help me buy the new computer and by purchasing a subscription for the live stream events, thank you very much. It really is with your help and assistance that I am here. So to everyone who's helped me along the way, I offer my profound gratitude. So Virgo, let's jump in. Where do you see the cards? Because of the new computer, I don't record the videos the way I used to. I actually stream them right to YouTube now. So I am going to toggle back and forth between the photos that I've taken and uploaded as a slideshow in a sense, and my happy little face. All right. So let's jump in. Thanks for being patient, and I'm eager to show you the journey that you're on this month that continues, if you will, from last month. So here is the Spirit card that sits over the top of the reading. It's phenomenal. It indicates a new place, bathed in light, the courtship of knowledge. So, clearly that's the journey that we've been on, right? And there it is. Okay. The courtship of knowledge is about coming to this moment where we finally see and we drop to our knees and we offer ourselves, we offer gifts, and we are activated with the energy of the spirit realm from within ourselves by having this communication and having this courtship with the deeper energies that exist in the world, Spirit is saying. And pardon the little bit of glare. Okay. That is the light over the top of the reading. That is the card that gives us the theme, if you will, the spirit message about what this journey this month is about and how your unfolding is progressing and shifting and deepening and changing toward the goal that we actually have in 2017 to be able to, Spirit saying morph, isn't that interesting? To be able to have a metamorphosis type of process so that we can shift and change in order to bring the destiny that is meant to happen, which is why we had all of the fabulous eclipses and the moon transitions, etc. So I'd like to show you your spirit card personal aspect. Look at that. That is a major arcana card that is the empowerer of will. and she is the goddess of victory. We've talked about her before, I'm pretty certain. And the goddess of victory uses her ability to see where the energy runs in order to follow a pathway toward her destiny. It's beautiful. This is the Strength card in the traditional tarot. That woman was a real person. Look at the beautiful breastplate. She was a real warrior, and you can look her up online. Her name was Boudica, and she fought the Roman Empire on behalf of the Druids and the Celts in ancient history, and she won. I can't go into the story, but Spirit clearly is telling you in this aspect that we have, shining light on the reading. This is how you reside in these moments. You've gathered your strength. You've gathered yourself by following the energy, and you have carried yourself into this form of activation. Look how activated she is. She's very clear. She's very strong, very centered in her destiny. That's the word that's coming through. It's about destiny and the type of strength that you carry as you move in that direction while we finish out 2017 with a particular mission in mind. All right. So sorry, I should be holding that up. Let me show you the cards under these aspects as you walk through November. What is in store for you as a spirit walker, so to speak, on the human plane? It looks like one of my pictures dropped, so apologies. So there is the spread, and I'm going to go through one by one, okay? And look at this walk that you are on, and it's interesting when these things happen. All right, so Spirit wants you to look into the cards. As a whole, just to breathe in the way the energy is winding through the reading. And now we'll focus in, okay? So there you are. There's the human walk. And you know, we've been struggling with bad weather here in Vermont for the entire month since I've been home. The ends of hurricanes and storms coming across from the west, and it's been a little nutty. So we've been without power off and on. Trees have come down out in the woods, and it's just been challenging. So I'm doing this in the dark. I apologize. I'm just trying to get the readings out. So bear with me, okay? All right. So circling back to what I was talking about. That's the first card on the human realm. The foundation of knowledge, having gathered your strength. And again, you know, another beautiful notation of sacred feminine energy. Standing with the intentions of spirit. That's why we see, you know, what looks like elderly men. That's about spiritual intention and impetus and will to go forward. And so in your spirit self this month of November, this is how you stand with that spiritual intention, bringing fertility to the change that is about to come. And having walked with the empowerer of will is what brought you to this moment where you have this new foundation about sacred knowledge within yourself. And it's about being here on the earth and in the mystical realm all in the same moment. And that's the message the Spirit really wants to speak to through me. And it's been coming out. If you have time, look at some of the other readings. It's a very similar message, trying to get us to understand the moment in which we stand, how our energy has shifted and changed, and what happens now as we go forward. Standing, Spirit says, in both places, so that we understand ourselves really deeply, so that you can feel it, Spirit is saying. Your spirit self, walking and inhabiting this human body, and walking across the earth, having all of the experiences and the adventures, and the tragedies and the joys that we experience. Now you are having this moment as we prepare for the winter solstice that's coming on the 21st of December. Well, at least here in the northern hemisphere where I am. So, as the date line changes, of course, when exactly that happens will be a little bit different of a moment, but that's how it is registered here. So that is the place in which you stand while you take your human walk in the month of November. It's quite beautiful. And that very next card is a major arcana card. It is the Rememberer of Lore. And sitting below the Strength card, having been illuminated, is what Spirit's saying, by the courtship of knowledge, it's a very profound message for you. Okay, let me toggle so you can see it. Okay, there it is. Again, sacred, male-informed energy. Impetus for change. And we see the Rememberer of Lore sitting in this beautiful circle, having been transformed, bringing this new energy and a new vibration, and being able to send that out into the world around him. And he remembers he is charged with taking up the sacred knowledge and being a vessel for it in order to vibrate it out. And, he's a bard, he's singing songs, playing music, and the lore he's remembering is the place in which you are standing. That's what Spirit is saying, literally in this moment. And, these messages and these cards are illustrations, and Spirit wants you to understand in your own way. You will have an experience when you look into these cards. You will be, Spirit saying, it's about jogging your memory. Some of the words I say, maybe, or just the feeling that you get. Okay, there you are. That's the lore, okay? And you had to come and stand in this place in order to take this step so you could go forward with this vibration and hold it for the benefit of humanity. And if that's not a Virgo pathway, I don't know what is. You know what I'm talking about, right? So let's look at the very next card. Also about vibration. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Here it is. Check it out. Do you see the sacred spiral of life hanging in the sky above the head? This card is about taking a sacred journey after a long battle to reclaim the sacred instrument that held the knowledge of the clan, of the tribes, of the society. It was stolen. It was taken away. And a long journey, dangerous journey, had to happen in order to go and get it back. I almost feel like there's nothing more I need to say about that, right? Given where we're at. Pardon me. All right, let me toggle back. Do you see that progression? You are not only standing in your sacred self, well aware of yourself, surrounded by the wisdom of the ancients, you are holding the sacred wisdom that is meant to be remembered as we go through 2017, and especially in these moments while we wind our way, Spirit says, toward the passage opening that will happen on the solstice this year because of all the other portals and things that have opened. So clearly, Virgo, for you, it has a lot to do with this sacred vibration. And standing in that as your foundation and emanating that from within you. Because, oops, wrong one. What this person had to do was learn the knowledge and become the knowledge holder. So that's part of your process. And then, because we're here on the earth in this human existence, our journey is meant to help us remember and come back in line with ourselves and cause this sacred knowledge to come back home into our consciousness as human beings. And that is the type of spiral turning that you are involved in as a Virgo in these days, is what Spirit is saying. All right, so let's transition back and look at this bridge card. And, everything I already said. Okay, so let's look back at that. That is another major arcana card. It is the keeper of harmony. Look at that. That's phenomenal. And, standing on the table right above the foundation of knowledge. So it is that knowledge that you're coming into that allows you to be in this place. And, I want to talk to you about Virgo. I'm a Virgo, you guys, most of you know. We have a certain way of being, don't we? And there is a notion, I guess, about our beings and our fussiness and perfection, all that stuff, right? That sometimes is given a negative opinion attached to it. And what I've been getting for many, many years is it's really about this, because we have the ability to spin order. It is a drive that is inside of us. And it is completely about harmony and things being as they should, and having the strategy with which we perform our lives. Centrally focused on keeping harmony and order. And that is what Spirit is talking about through this illustration today. The strategy with which we do our lives. And Virgo, you and I know we do. I do it. I'm all about let's have order in the house. Because when the feng shui is correct and the vibration is correct and things are calm and the way they should be, magic happens. And we know that. And that is the seed of creation. So that's part of this message for you this month. And I'm really glad to see this coming out in order to fully acknowledge really the true set point of your energy and the purpose that you have as an energy being here on the earth. And it's very profound. Look at that. Yeah. Let's get the vibration back. Let's get things in order. And then let's keep it that way in the central place where it's meant to be, a high place of honor, in order to be the keeper of harmony. That is a phenomenal honor. That's what Spirit's literally saying in the background, sort of chattering, stream of consciousness coming in about the energetic set point of a Virgo and how you affect the earth. And each earth sign obviously has a piece of that. Spirit's still talking about the fabric and the golden thread, but really wanting you to know this is what yours is all about. And it's about just vibrating from the place you exist. Remembering that lore and keeping harmony, because that is the vibration that is meant to be here. And it's an honor. So let's toggle back. We have much more to talk about. All that having been said, look at the first card on the Spirit line. That's the Lover. It's a major arcana card. And again, Spirit wants me to show you this. The foundation upon which you stand. Right? And it is this card, these two cards, the Keeper of Harmony is literally in between them. So the Lover of Devotion must develop her energy and choose her pathway, coming into her power through the vibration of her heart chakra and her clarity of vision. And, so Spirit's still talking about Virgos and fussy stuff. And, what Spirit is saying, that Spirit knows that's what it's all about. Look at the clarity of her vision. She did have two suitors. She had to make a decision about what she wanted to do with her life. And she chose to give herself to that which caused her to feel devotion at her heart chakra. So in these moments going forward, as you walk through November, and you feel yourself and you feel the energy, because you will, especially in these seasons coming out of summer. I don't know about you, but I feel it. I feel literally the vibrational shift happening. And that's part of the message. And that is the thing that causes you to feel love and devotion. There's another word trying to pop through. It has to do with awareness of the spirit nature of your journey. So Spirit wants me to show you the eyes again. I'm having deja vu. I think we did this recently. So here comes the message again. Very activated in kind of a quiet, humble way. You know, we are mutable sign, right? So most of us are humble. We don't seek the limelight. We do our work in the quiet, behind the scenes, in these hidden places. If you look again at the human line, you stand in this hidden place. That is your foundation. And from that place, you work on the vibration of the world around you, and you perfect your own energy in order to work toward harmony and order and devotion. It's a beautiful story. And look, that's the next set point, the King of Knowledge. So, you know, I love that. I'm going to toggle back. I love that this signifies male energy, transformation and new growth, abundance in his hands, abundance at his back. And again, look at the eyes. Clear, calm, content, and knowing. And coming right next to the lover of devotion, the King of Knowledge is, you know, it's telling us that is what we are devoted to. Higher knowledge, deeper vision. That's what Spirit wanted to say. Deeper vision that comes from the foundation of knowledge upon which you stand. Okay? One foot here on the earth, and your heart and mind across in the beautiful mystical realm. It's just beautiful. And Spirit's saying every day for a Virgo is a meditation, because this is kind of how we walk. I don't know about you, but I do it. I can feel the vibrations around me, and I don't think it has anything to do much with being clairvoyant. I think it's just how we are. And I think, for me, I think in part that's the source of my clairvoyance, is because I can feel things. I can feel the earth. I am married to the earth. And, you know, that vibration is very acute to me. So there's a message coming through me about that. So, you know, when I start to chatter about that kind of stuff, that's coming from Spirit. It's about how you walk here on the earth and allowing yourself to be very, very aware of the vibration in which you walk. So let's look at the last card. That's the Courtship of Art. And it stands on the table right above the Courtship of Knowledge, supported by this adventure of art. How beautiful is that? All right. So, you know, in a lot of the readings this month, there have been illustrations that talk about relationships and yin yang and male and female energy marrying together in order to have a spiritual evolution. So that's why this is a courtship of art in this illustration, and we see passion and shift and change and new growth again. So, you know, this was a couple. They were about to be married. Someone was trying to interfere, and they had to artfully figure out how to gather that person up into a bag and tie a knot in it and just hang it on a hook and go about their business. The Spirit's saying, no harm, no foul, right? And do you see how they're joined at the hands and the way they see into each other? That's what this is about. Virgo, you have the ability to see into the deeper aspects of humanity in order to understand this energy as you help us turn toward our destiny, to bring this kind of order and strategy, the game of life, in the central place where it belongs, in a harmonious aspect, through the type of courtship we have with the energy of those around us and with the spirit realm. So that's what Spirit is talking about. It's about, you know, and it's interesting that this came too, right? Marrying yourself, in a sense, going in the wrong direction again, to Spirit and to that which is unfolding in these days. All right. So hang on, I'm going to toggle back. I want to show you the outcome card. You're going to love it. Check it out. Look at that. That is a quest. And it is a quest of skill. And when you look at the courtship of knowledge, and the foundation on which you stand in order to have this vibrational journey to turn the spiral of your own life, bringing you into harmony with yourself, with the devotion in your heart, and the knowledge that you carry. In order to marry yourself, so to speak, euphemistically, to both sides of your nature and to the spirit realm, because that is available to you now without any interruption. That's what that card is about. There is nothing holding them back from connecting. All right, so Spirit's telling me to backtrack a little bit. Hang on until I get my little face in the camera. Okay, there we go. So, that's about connection with Spirit without interruption. And it's interesting because when the time came, it wasn't that hard to take care of it. And, so that's what Spirit's talking about, through me, anyways, this month. The moment is arriving. You will be able to stand in your foundation and connect. And I love the way they're connecting. Isn't that beautiful? With the spirit realm, in order to see yourself and bring the state of harmony that we're all striving for yourself, in your spirit life, to become part of this fabric that is creating the change and turning the spiral for all of humanity. And, I'm biased, right, because I'm a Virgo. If anybody can handle that job, it's us. I know for sure. So, back to the outcome card. And, so by going through this process, it brings to us this rebirth, a regestation. And all the spirit animals in attendance, spirit in all these ways. Elk, stamina for a long journey. The sacred owl who has deep vision and whispers words of wisdom into the goddess's ear. Eagle, with that long vision and ability to travel on the winds of change and ride the drafts. And it's interesting because look at the way the eagle is looking at crow or raven, carrying us across to the mystical realm. And Pisces, there has been a notification of a Piscean event. It's been coming through many of the readings that I've been doing. It's really interesting, and there it is again. So, Virgo, we are transforming, all of us together, as we blend our energy together. So, Virgo, there's another transformation for you. The leaves fluttering along. I was watching, this is happening right outside my door, like for many of you, right? And especially with all the rain we've been having, the leaves are just flying and swirling and fluttering. And this is what's happening deep down inside. I love this card. The quest of skill. The skill of transformation and coming home in this deep, beautiful, energetic pathway in order to serve your piece of the pie, Spirit says, as you come into the solstice. When I'm trying not to say the word portal because Spirit's not using that word with me, but some energetic pathway is going to open. That's why I was led to go to the Passage Tomb and come back and get these messages out. When I started this channel in the beginning of the year, I had no idea. I didn't plan that. I didn't know. But it's what happened. And so it's a metaphor for all of us, and it's also a direct message about this. Because this year in 2017, given the type of year it's been, there is another opening, another event. And it has to do with the light coming into our consciousness and into our beings, upon which we can pass through to our next state of being. So that in 2018, we can really work on building the world that we want as energetic beings, present and available and able, Spirit says. So I'm going to toggle back to the cards, and I'm wishing you a wonderful month of November. I'll look forward to seeing you in December. Twice. Once for the monthly readings, and once for the Spirit message surrounding the days of, Spirit's talking about the passage. Okay. The solstice. Okay. When the light comes back into the world. So thank you for listening. I'll look forward to seeing you. I'm going to leave you with that image, and again with an apology about the cards being a little bit dark. Have a wonderful month, and I'll look forward to hearing from you.